Unless you've lived in experience, can you teach it? Alcatel-Lucent Enterprise, ALE, had ambitions to become more than just an IT partner. One of the world's biggest telecommunications solutions companies, it wanted to offer more. It wanted to provide connectivity solutions to help businesses in their digital transformations. First, though, it needed to look inwards. This is a story of how ALE transformed itself in order to transform others. Alcatel-Lucent Enterprise has never had any resistance to change. Its story spans over a century, and any company that remains at the forefront of its industry for such a long period of time does one thing better than those who fall by the wayside: they adapt. Headquartered in France, ALE connects over 50 million people at over 830,000 businesses in 100 countries across the globe. Its mission is to offer businesses of all sizes a tailored service that connects them through digital networking, communications, and cloud solutions, whether it's on-premise, in the cloud, or a hybrid of the two. Its 102-year history is one of expansion and innovation. The latest transformation has been driven, as always, by an ingrained desire to get ahead of the curve. Once again, ALE wanted to offer a deeper service, so it became more than just an IT partner, as Jean-Pierre Roullin, Director of Information Technology at ALE, explains.
We are a company that has been through a lot of change and transformation, and I think adaptation is really part of our DNA. I see us more as an agent of transformation. What we want to do is to go beyond just providing technology in form of apps or infrastructure. As we have the chance to provide support to all departments in the company, we know processes and their touch point quite well, in fact. And this gives us the possibility to not only answer to a specific need, but to see how it integrates in the whole chain, to anticipate also the impact it might have. And so we are able to push and help the process themselves to be more efficient, and then bringing the technology to make it work.
Roullin says ALE has a big advantage when meeting with customers to talk them through the transformation process. They've lived it themselves. ALE's own digital transformation, a process that never ends, means it can go to clients with models which work because they have been successful inside its own offices. Tasked with leading the latest change at ALE was Sebastien Juras, Director of Digital Studio. As anyone who has been involved in a digital transformation knows, it's never a smooth process. Things go wrong. It's how you learn from the errors that will ultimately define its success, as Juras explains.
This is my favorite story, because as all good stories, this began with failure. We think about digital transformation for a very long time, very in advance compared when digital transformation was a buzzword. We identify the tools, the architecture, the framework that we want to put in place in order to support this digital transformation. Unfortunately, we failed. Nobody understands what we want to do. So our first lesson: the digital transformation must not be imposed. The digital transformation comes from the change of the culture of the company. We must transform by the example.
That example meant targeting a specific department, transforming its processes until the outcome was successful, and using that as a blueprint to spread the best practices throughout the remaining departments.
This was absolutely marvelous. I never see so much enthusiasm from both IT and business team to apply this digital transformation, and the outcome was amazing.
Juras leads ALE's Digital Studio and Digital Factory, where digital transformation best practices are aligned. The studio brings together small teams of multi-skilled experts from the business and IT departments, with teams assigned targets and given the autonomy to make decisions in order to meet them. Success or failure is based on short cycles of development, using data-led insights to measure how close each iteration is to meeting KPIs. If the trend is positive, they carry on in that direction. If it's negative, the team pivots. When targets have been reached, the team moves across to the Digital Factory, which is focused on customer optimization. It's called a factory for a reason, as it manages a high-volume transaction process with a well-defined structure.
What I like about what we are doing with the studio and factory, because we are offering on one side stability and on the other side change, and we are doing that at the same time. So it's not one or the other, it's really both of them, and we have then reliability and innovation, And the combination of the two is what I think will help us go forward and transform even further.
As Roullin and Juras both point out, a digital transformation must enable a process that leads to a specific target. So, what was ALE's? What solutions to what problems has its transformation provided?
What we wanted to achieve was really to streamline our opportunity management process, but also rework our partner relationship management process, and finally to offer our customer a new way to connect with us with a single portal aggregating all the information that we have in different places all into one single place. On these topics we have delivered concrete results and we are now deploying them. This process of experiment, fix, improve, repeat has been key for us to deliver our transformation. So I won't say that right now we have finished transforming, because it's exactly the opposite. We are now in a transformation, still in the transformation, but what we have is that we have set up that is in place to accompany the transformation, and so now it can occur rapidly and help us to be better and always move forward.
Data. It makes the world go around, and as soon as organisations embrace that, the sooner they can transform. Data being gospel is one of the key lessons ALE has learned from its own transformation, and now it applies this to its clients when talking through their specific solutions. Data provides evidence that tools are either improving or hindering a process, and identifies where the value of the process is. This is just one of the digital transformation best practices that Juras evangelises about. You can't successfully transform without the necessary data. Collaboration is also high on Juras's list.
It's important to build a team of experts from both business domain and IT to enable a strong collaboration and give the means to this team to decide what needs to be done. It's key that it's not the stakeholder or the manager who say, "Oh, I have a brilliant idea to make it happen," but let the expert have the full autonomy to take decision. To enable the transformation is to experiment quickly, of course, develop in agile mode with short cycle development, and quickly, thanks to the data provided by the probe, identify if we are going in the good direction or not.
ALE's transformation has allowed the company to adapt at pace in a challenging and changing environment. While it's kept its traditional offerings to customers, it's added more as-a-service products and has revamped the customer experience to make it more accessible, leveraging new technologies. Because ALE understands the importance of collaboration, it knew it needed a strategic partner to help drive the transformation and its next wave of growth. It chose one it already had a long-standing relationship with, IT services giant Tata Consultancy Services. The Indian multinational comes armed with tech expertise and business intelligence, and the partnership with ALE was a perfect fit.
For us, it was really critical to bring a partner who bring us several things. First, a deep understanding of our business model. Second, an extensive experience in end-to-end services from design to delivery of customer experience transformation. And finally, a proven expertise in Salesforce technology with many customer engagement already performed. TCS, with whom we already partner on several projects, and which, by the way, is one of the largest global Salesforce partners, brought us a unique business transformation approach, enabling agility by accommodating to the changing of business needs all along the way, and delivering this program under a tight schedule and timeline. Our partnership with TCS helped us to achieve agility by adapting to the rapid change in business needs. We managed to drive revenue growth thanks to the analysis of our large install base, which allow us to increase the renewal of recurrent business, but also do upsells. And finally, we improve significantly the sales conversion by leveraging integrated customer insights.
TCS is also a core part of the studio and factory, as Juras points out.
Thanks to their experience and the wide amount of resources available, they are able to quickly provide us experts in some domain in whatever technology we are requesting. That was very appreciated. They are also able to provide us advice in some technology where we think that the technology can make the difference in the processes. Thanks to their agility, we can implement short cycle development with them. They understand very quickly our needs and are able to realize some development within 2 weeks.
The rapid increase of cloud-based storage options means telco solutions companies are at a hosting crossroads. ALE has embraced this by once again calling on its own experience. ALE used to have a communication system that was on-premise only before adding a layer of cloud service on top of it. That layer has been increasing ever since. This provided ALE with a hybrid landscape, which allows the company the flexibility to move from one model to another without anything going wrong or being lost.
Our strategy is clear. We want to host a maximum of our application in the cloud so that we can reduce our cost and beneficiate from flexibility of the cloud. I think this solution and the way we sell it and implement it is something that is really an advantage for our customer. I think this is what offers our customer a smooth journey and transformation to the cloud while leveraging their existing material and allowing them to succeed.
Roullin stresses there is no single answer though. It's not a one-size-fits-all process. Customers' needs are all unique, and their transformation may be best served by either on-premise or cloud, or they may be suited to a hybrid option. Due to ALE's own adaptability, it is in a position to provide all three options to its customers. Whichever methodology ALE's customers opt for, one thing is clear. Organizations have to choose a path or risk being left behind. It is a solution ALE could not countenance, which is why it was so aggressive with its own transformation.
Nobody right now has the luxury to stay put and wait to adapt or change. This is true for big, medium and small players, and there I'm talking not only about the agile methodology, which is important, but also the mindset and the willingness to change, the questioning and challenging on what you do. And by not using agile method or mindset, you will at some point, I think, be out of the game because things are going too fast and you can't stay still and wait for them to go through.
ALE needed to adapt to stay relevant, and its story is one of great success. Because of this, it is now a story ALE is spreading to its millions of customers, helping businesses across the globe to embrace their own digital transformations. It has lived it, and now it is teaching it.